Modern Warfare. A setting about the Americans invading random countries for their oil reserves, the Russians doing whatever the fuck to complete the Geneva checklist, and well, we don't talk about Israel, or just any Middle Eastern country at all. This setting is greatly associated with the famous and infamous Call of Duty video game series, with some titles being good and other ones being kinda shit. One of those titles is Modern Warfare, not Call of Duty 4. This title stands out from any other game in the franchise in a good way, and I'll explain why. One of the most important things this game gets right is the setting. It really puts emphasis on modern warfare. It shows the cheap and expensive drones used in current day warfare, the brutality of the war crimes, the fact that a terrorist could be your neighbor, and the way wars are fought today. It all nails it down with extraordinary attention to detail. From the tears in Farah's eyes being shown to the blood on the screwdriver where she just stabbed some Russian guy with, and the mentioning of ISIS execution videos by the Russians. It all is very detailed and makes you feel immersed. The story might seem very bland, with it basically being weapons of mass destruction are in the wild, Russians bad, and Middle Eastern folks did it, but if you do further digging by just simply playing the game or discovering some trivia about the missions, you will get inspired. For example, did you know that the mission where you kill a terrorist leader is inspired by a mission where a terrorist leader was killed? Neither did I. And the characters are just so good. They all serve their purpose and more. Farah is a Middle Eastern asset who eventually wants to kill her brother.
Show your face and die!
Alex is a soldier who eventually turns into a freedom fighter, which was unexpected, and Gas, who could have just given Price intel and fucked off, but decided to stick and even participate in the Bin Laden raid. The story goes like this: Russian gas gets stolen by Americans, then the Arabs steal it from the Americans. A bunch of other Arabs commit a terrorist attack in London. They are presumed to have the gas as well. One of their hideouts gets infiltrated and their leader gets doxed to the SAS. The Marine Corps goes in to arrest said leader. People are angry because he allegedly was a good freedom fighter and is now in the hands of the evil Western world. And then he gets freed after the terrorists overwhelm you. You then go to a replication of the Highway of Death to Charlie Kirk, this leader. But he doesn't show up. You know who does? Hadir, his men, and the other terrorists. And by the way, Hadir has the gas. After you fucking pass out from the gas, you go into the most horrific flashback in human history, containing war crimes, a horror sequence, and a lesson that gorillas are best made when young. You then attack the wolf's hideout, who by the way is the leader I constantly talked about, but he's not there. He's in his underground lair under the hideout, this lovely mother says. You go in, get blown up and almost burned to death, and eventually cap his ass. And then boom, another flashback. You are in prison, but not just a prison, a Russian prison. Oh, the horror. Your human rights get violated 20 times and then you break out of prison with help of this British guy you definitely do not know, and the key to a bunch of Kalashnikov rifles. After that, you and the boys pay a visit to a war criminal who gets scared shitless after we play by his rules. You ask where Hadir is because he knows, and the rest of the gas. He doesn't comply, but with some basic logic we figure out where he is. He's going after the man that ruined his childhood, but not for long. He gets found among with some people that he basically tortured and then shot at with a chopper. He and the Brits then book it to the fucking exit where he gets arrested and sent to the people he promptly was shot at. But wait, Hadir had a plan to attack the facility where the gas was made, but no Western military can do this because that would cause World War III. But Farah's army could, so they promptly decide to bomb the shit out of that factory and kill General Barkov. As you see, the story is good. However, you know what is even better? The enemy factions, more specifically the Al-Qatala faction. They are very comparable to the Japanese from World at War in how diverse they are from other factions across the franchise, and just like the Japanese, they lay traps, do suicidal charges, and are an enemy that gets your adrenaline pumping like no other. But you know what is even better than the story? The military aesthetic. The aesthetic for Modern Warfare 2019 is like no other game before or after it. It really emphasizes on the diverse ways to fight a war. It's dark and gritty and deep balance between cinema and realism, just like anything else in the game. Sure, it might have some wacky cosmetics, but most of them aren't as off the rails like the ones right now. You really feel like you're some kind of Western soldier, freedom fighter slash terrorist or SCS operator in a conflict. And it's not only because of that, but also because of the gameplay itself. The gunplay and movement in this game is like no other in the series. You really feel like you're shooting people and moving around in an environment. It was such a good system that it isn't only basically in every other game since it, but also got ported to fucking Garry's Mod. If you've played this game, you're probably crashing the fuck out because I haven't, man. mentioned the mission Clean House yet by its name until now. And how couldn't I? It stands out from a lot of other COD missions because of its atmosphere, realism and how intense and scary it can be. I do not know what Milsim kush they were smoking when making this level, but hit me up with some of that shit when I'm playing Arma, bro. In short, Modern Warfare is a good game. The best one that has come out of the franchise recently. It really is sad that COD went from this to this in 7 fucking years. But anyways, thank you for coming to my yap session. I remain your favorite niche YouTuber and I'll see you in the next video.